so this is the surface that we are going to use, and this is from the Dollar Tree, you guys. So they did have it in a couple, they did it in a wider shape too. If you remember, I did a Valentine. Oh, good, and you're crafting. That's always a good time, Teresa. Crafting always energizes me. So, already fixed dinner for everybody, had my dinner, which is unusual by now. I usually wait and eat afterwards, but I've actually done it all. I did it a little bit earlier today, so that's always good. I already did I did a Valentine project that said Be Mind on one of these, but it was a little wider. But this is the one I want to use for the rainbow. And it comes exactly like this, like you see it. It already comes with this nice little twine here. And what I call like, it's almost like, I want to say eyelets, but I don't think that's right. But it's like the end of a shoelace, actually. Almost like that. So it's perfect. But I'm going to take it out because we're going to do a little bit of something to it because I just have to. So let me get my little painting paper that I like to put under here when I'm painting. And we are actually, I'm going to paint the top part. So let me just show you, let me tell you about my inspiration piece too. So this is my inspiration for my colors tonight, you guys. Look at this adorable ribbon. So I have had this for a while. Look, it's a spring. I am not sure if it was this year's spring. Oh gosh, I don't know if it would say. If it was this year's spring or, nope. This is 2020 spring shop. So I've had this for a while. And I was moving some stuff around looking for something and I came across it. So this is my inspiration colors for tonight. Do you see all the colors in there? Look at those colors. Now I could do this in any color. I thought about doing it in all the beautiful brand new colors. The Shimmer Orchid and the Dream Car. I mean, it would look fabulous in those new colors if you have those. I will say that I did notice the Shimmer Orchid and the Peach Cobbler and Shimmer Flamingo are out of stock right now. I don't know if they'll restock tomorrow or not. We do restocks a lot of times on Thursdays, so I'm not sure if it's going to be restocked tomorrow or not. But if you're in my VIP group, I always let you know what I find out. Hey, Monica, I missed you, girl. How you doing? But I am going to use this as my inspiration piece, and this is the colors that we're going to use because I just love this. I absolutely loved this ribbon when I got it, and I can't believe I haven't used it yet. So that's what we're going to use. All right, I'm going to go ahead and cut the little plastic off of it because I'm not sure if you guys can see it or not. But I tried to get what colors I had. Instead of using all those great new bright colors that would look great with it, I just went ahead and got colors that I had that would match this as much as possible. So what colors I have chosen are Papaya, because that's in there. These are a little bit unusual for a rainbow, but I think it's going to turn out great. This is called Sunset Drive. I can't remember if this one is still available. Let me see. You're doing good. Yes, I'm having fun again. Anytime I can do crafting is fun. Teresa said she's doing crafting while she's watching us too. Teresa, remind me where you are. I can't remember where you are. Monica, are you getting the weather? All the yucky weather that's coming through? Let me see real quick because I can't remember if Sunset Drive is still available or not. If that is still one that's offered. But we would have something very close to it. Actually, I think the new Peach Cobbler would be great, but it is out of stock right at this moment. Hopefully it'll be restocked tomorrow. But I can't remember if Sunset Drive is... You have rain today and sunny this afternoon. Isn't that crazy? Oh, okay, you're in Missouri too? Okay, well, Monica, there you go. I couldn't remember, Teresa. Thanks for reminding me. So you guys might be having similar weather. All right, let me see. Let me see. Sorry, guys, I have to. I'm going all the way to the last page. So that makes me think. No, it's not. No, but Peachy Keen is that you could use Peachy Keen. That would be pretty close. And I think that the Peachy Keen and the new one, the Peachy Keen's a little paler than this, but the new Peach Cobbler would be very close to it. But I'm using these colors, and then I'm also going to use my Shimmer Rose Gold, and I'm going to use Tide. That's the colors I'm going to use on my rainbow. And then I want to paint the top of this. I want to paint the top of this. I don't want to keep it that regular, you know, neutral wood color. So I grabbed one of my chalk paints. This is just a Waverly chalk paint. I love the chalk paint. So you had the same thing too. Isn't that fun? That's really funny. This color is called Agave. I've had it for a couple of years. I just love the shade. And I'm going to do that because I feel like I have that color kind of in here too. So I'm just going to do a light coat of it. I'm just going to do one coat. And I am actually going to use a makeup sponge to apply it with. I'm not going to use a brush or anything. I'm just going to use this. And we're just going to do a light coat. And that way I feel like I've kind of grabbed all of the colors that are in my ribbon. Because I do like to match. Now let's see if I'm going to get the edge there or not. We'll see. I'll kind of get on the edge. I'm not sure. I'm afraid I'm going to, I guess I could. How about we do this? How about we do this? I'll get a piece of painter's tape because that's what I have handy here. Actually, you know what? I have a piece of, thank you for sprinkling, Monica. Well, I'm glad you guys only had rain and I'm glad you got sunshine after that. Hopefully you won't get any of the ice. That's the worst, isn't it? The ice is the worst when you get ice. We are supposed to get like a cold rain on Saturday. But who knows? I mean, it's Wednesday. It could change 3 times between now and then. I think winter is just holding on as hard as it can, trying not to let go. But for now, honestly, I mean, this week I wouldn't even say spring. This is like summer. It's 80 degrees. So, all right. So I just put a little piece of placement tape there so that I can add that color on that little lip, just because you might be able to see it. Depends on where I place it. But I'm just going to do that real quick. I like the cosmetic sponges because it just makes it go on really nice and smooth. And you can just throw it away. And it's super cheap to use them. And I'm going to do the sides. And the reason I'm using this is because it's going to dry so quick. I feel like I need to put my glasses on. When my eyes are tired like this, I have a harder time seeing. I have my contacts in and it's, they just don't want to focus. So I think that's probably really all I need. Maybe I'll go over it one more time because it looks like it's about dry already. That's why I love this stuff, is it just dries so fast. And you don't have to do the stuff. You could just leave it that way. I just like to have mine, you know, coordinate a little bit. So, actually, I'll just stick that over there for now. So we're done with that. Pull that off. Now, I'm just going to hit it with the dryer really quick. And then guess what, guys? We are going to, I probably don't need to warm this up because it's so warm here. Although I did have the air conditioner on today. I probably don't need to warm my wax up, but I will. So I'm not going to wax that because I'm not going to use any chalk. I'm not going to use any of my transfer on there. I'm just going to use my transfer on the blackboard part, chalkboard part. I just want to dry, make sure I don't have any big wet places. Just to be sure, since I don't have an apron on today. So usually if you're working on a chalkboard, you don't need to wax it, right? Especially if it's one of the chalkboards from Chalk Couture, because it is a high quality, it's already prepared, it's ready to use, it's not going to get messed up, and you're going to be able to clean your surface and reuse it anytime. The chalkboards that you get other places, especially, I mean, really, it's the Dollar Tree, they're not going to be as good a quality, obviously. So I am going to apply just one little layer of wax, really more to protect my transfer than it is to make it so that I don't really care about like being able to change it out, because I probably won't. Usually once I do a project like this, I probably won't reuse this surface. I mean, it's only $1.25. Why wouldn't I just go get another one, right? It's not like I'm not there once a week at least. I was there today. Oh, I was going to show you guys my haul. I forgot to do that. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. And I was going to show you, I got my order in from Chalk Couture with the chalkable shapes. I was going to show you guys that. Maybe I'll come on tomorrow and do that. I forgot. I was going to do that. I tell you guys, I'm brain dead. So all I did was apply a really thin layer of wax, and I'm just making sure it's buffed in. And I'm just doing it just to kind of protect my transfer. I'm just making sure the wax is warm, and I am going to, gosh, guys, this is going to be so quick tonight, and I'm just going to buff it to make sure it's nice. Okay, that's all I need to do. So we're all set. Now the wax is on my website if you need it. It's a great purchase. It lasts a really long time. And of course that little handy dandy applicator is super cute, inexpensive, and definitely worth getting. Okay, so I am going to, even though I've used this transfer a couple times, I am going to fuzz it because of course it's self-adhesive. The sticky has come back, as you can see. And like I said, this is the newer design, so it's translucent. You can see through it. You see that, Monica? This is the new one. Did you notice that with your club one? I'm assuming you got your club in this past week. I think you told me you did. It's much thinner. You can see through it. It uses a lot less chalk paste. I'm going to tell you that, Monica. And you need to be careful and actually go slower when you're chalking, because honestly, it's like slick. Like you slide right across it. So I'm just going to fuzz it a few times. And that's exactly like it sounds. It's just basically adding fuzz to the stickiness, so it's not quite as sticky. And I am going to turn this around. And I am not going to do a lot. Oh, you know what I could do? I just had an idea. I was going to say I'm not going to do a lot, but guess what? I just had an idea. I just had an idea, so we might do a little bit more. I was thinking, oh yeah, I'm not going to do hardly anything tonight. All right, I do see something in my silk screen, so I'm going to lift it back up. It looks like it's either a piece of my hair, or actually it might be, it's actually a piece of, what do you call it? The silk screen from the top. So I'm just going to place this on here. And once I have it placed, I'm going to make sure I have no bubbles, because I want a good image. And then there's something there next to my bee, and I don't want that because then it's going to make it bleed. does that look crooked? You would think I could line this up straight. It's not that difficult of a project. All right, while I'm waiting, you haven't taken it out yet. Okay. Oh, yay! Oh, yes, that is going to look great on a big chalkboard. Oh, guys, I should show you what else I got. Maybe I'll at least grab that and bring it in and show it before I finish. So don't let me forget, Monica. I got the coolest chalkboard. You guys know I love our Chalk Couture ones, but sometimes I just, if I see a good deal on one somewhere else, I have to grab it. But I want to get my glue gun and turn it on because I have an idea for something that we can do. But I want to show you what I found. And it was such a good deal, and it's got so much character. I don't know where I'm going to put it. I don't know if I'll put it up in here or whether it will, if I'll put it downstairs. I have a couple big walls that I could do it on, but I got the coolest chalkboard. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and turn this on so that it'll be ready when we're ready to do what I have in mind. All right, let's move all this out of the way now. All right, so now I will tell you this teal is probably not going to show up very good. Just thought about that. Not the teal. It is teal, but it's tied. It's not really going to show up very good. So I may have to rethink and do a different color. I didn't even think about that. I'm putting it on black, so it's really not going to show up. So I might have to do one of the lighter blues. I thought about using the eggshell, but guys, it has a lot of green in it. So that wasn't going to work. So I might have to. There is like a kind of mauve-y color. I could use that one. I could do that. I think I could do that. Maybe that's what we'll do. Okay. Have not figured out what's going where yet. So we're just gonna work it. Uh-oh. Did I forget one of my tools? You guys, I thought I was all ready. I did. I left it right in here. I used it last night, washed it, and forgot to bring it back. Okay, here we go. This is probably what I need. This is probably what I need. So I need to do the rainbow, and I'm going to use all the colors on the rainbow, and then I need to decide what part of this I want to do on which colors. So, I just had an idea too. I think I'm going to use my Shimmer Frost under 7. Wow. Wow. That's really great for that size, especially. Nice. I can't wait to see it when you get it done. I'm going to use the Shimmer Frost for the word clouds. Even though, you know, I could do the whole bottom, but I'm not going to. I'll use these other colors. Okay, so let's do, let me look at how it's kind of. Okay, that's what we'll do. I'll start from the bottom. So I'm going to do the word clouds in my Shimmer Frost just because I'm funny like that. I don't know what the word is. Quirky like that. There you go. Because, you know, clouds are white and I want it to shimmer and show up really well. So let's do that. Do you see what I mean, Monica? I don't know if you can tell. Like it's really gliding on it. And I'm not, it is not wasting much. Excuse me, guys. So I'm just going to come back across it. I needed something that wasn't too brain intensive tonight. Okay. Super cool. I love Shimmer Frost. I just love Shimmer Frost. I love any shimmer. Yes, I do too. It goes such a long way. Hi, Julianne. Thanks for joining me. How are you doing today? Are y'all going to get any of that weather over there? Okay. So I just did that part in white. Shimmer Frost, not white. You all know I hardly ever use white. And look at this. Of course, right? So we're just going to dry that really quick. Just to make sure that I don't smudge it at all. Did you guys have a good day? I know Teresa's having a good day because she's crafting. I have been busy cleaning up. I've been busy around the house today. And I think I might got the spring fever. I like want to spring clean, like sort of spring clean. I think that once I get the room right off of my craft room, which is my daughter's bedroom, but it's really a bonus room that we turned into a bedroom for her. That's what she wanted when we moved in here. Now you notice I'm pressing this back down in these areas that I haven't chalked yet. Trying to think which one I want to do. Which colors? I think once I get that all straight and everything, I'm going to try to clean up my craft room some. I want to rearrange some. So I am going to use this this one that's the lighter color of like the peach. I'm going to do that on this word, these words here. Probably could have used even the smaller tool. I haven't used this color in a while. I can tell it probably needs to be sprayed. I'm going to do that because I cannot see well. Oh, I missed that whole section. That's why I needed to do it. All right, I'm pasting and peeling again because I just don't want to smear it. And I did wax this chalkboard beforehand since it's not one of our chalkboards. Ours, we don't have to do hardly anything to when you have ours. Just pressing down. I think this one we're going to do a hot mess technique in, but I'm going to wait just a second to do that. I'm going to wait and do that, I think. Let's go ahead up here and how about we do, which order did I say? I think we're going to do the darker. We're going to do papaya on the top one. And I'm using the detail tool because it's such a small area. And the lines are, you know, fairly close together. I don't want to go where I don't want it to go. That might need a little water too. I can tell I haven't used any of my oranges in a while. Probably since the fall. Might need to add a little distilled water to those. I apologize, I have to look down, y'all. I will check you back in a minute. And if I ever miss any of your comments or messages, I always go back and answer them after the fact. I love it when you guys come on here and craft with me. It's just like you're here with me and we're crafting together. I probably turned that glue gun on a little too soon. I'm just working small sections at a time. I don't want to make streaks. So this color is papaya, and my inspiration was from a ribbon that I found when I was trying to organize something, and I came across this ribbon, or I was looking for another type of ribbon, and I'm like, oh, I forgot all about that one. I have a feeling it wasn't actually, maybe it was 2020, but I have a feeling it probably was not. Because 2020 was our lockdown. By the spring, we were all in lockdown, right? Okay, so I've got that covered. You did a couple transfers with your friends. Oh, yay! Oh, good. And did you use, I hope you used your distilled water, Monica. All right. So here's our first. Just remember to always use distilled water if you add it to your jars, since you don't want any kind of mold or anything to grow in there. And my comments, I can't see them all, so. And now my screen, what the world? The heck? Let me go over here and see. I don't know if it's, now they're loading. Oh, yay! Good job, Monica. I knew you did. You're an old pro. You'll have to share in the VIP group some of the work you did. I love it when you ladies share with me. Okay, just making sure that's dry. I'm going to look at that again because it didn't let me see all of it, what you said. Yeah, they get a little thick. Every once in a while, they'll get a little thick. All right, so now I'm just going to press down my next rainbow. And clean this off for a minute so I can reuse it. I think we're going to do we're going to do the lighter. Again, we're going to use our lighter one. I'm trying to find a section that's not so wet and dry. Let's try that. And I'm just going to go ahead and use this tool since this is what I already had wet. Already had dirty with this one. Just going to have to be careful. But it is a chalkboard, and I did wax it, so I should be able to fix anything. How fun that you had some friends over. I do have several, I have a couple more St. Patrick's Day projects, and then I do have some spraying. I'm ready to get started with you guys. Gosh. There we go. All right. A couple spots that I'll probably touch up, but here we go so far. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Oh, that one's so cute, isn't it? That one is cute. 6 and can already drive it. Isn't that funny? My oldest son was the same way with the golf carts. He was almost born on the golf course, and at the time, my husband was a golf pro, and he was the same way with golf cart. And there was nothing he couldn't drive. Like, we got him one of those little ride-on, you know, electric toys and stuff, cars. And there was nothing. You put that boy on anything with wheels or skateboard or driving or whatever, and he just, so when he got his permit, I had no problem letting him drive, even right from the DMV, with his brother and sister in the car. They were much younger. I had no problem because I knew he could handle pretty much anything, and he's good at it. He had good reflexes. All right, so this one I'm going to do this little, because we need a little bit more color in here, I think. And the ribbon does have a little bit of a, it's weird because the border, it's a wired ribbon. The border has a very pink color, but there's not, like within the rainbow, there's not. So I was debating whether to do any of the pink color, but it does have like this almost like mauve-y color. So I decided just to use this one. Obviously it doesn't have to be exactly like the ribbon, but that did inspire me. So I'm keeping it similar. Man, you can hear the frogs out. I mean, it's just like summertime out there. We, hubby finally felt up to going out to dinner last night. Okay, so there you go. He felt like going out to dinner last night. So for his, oh, I gotta clean that up a little bit, guys. I must not have pressed it back down, but it's okay. I can fix that. That's fixable. It's pretty so far, isn't it? Doesn't that feel springy? I love those colors. Okay. Oh, I didn't dry it, did I? He felt like going out last night, so we did. He said, hey, it's Taco Tuesday. You want to go hit the Mexican place? I said, sure, because the boys all love Mexican. And my little guy loves the Mexican music. He dances to it in the seat. And he loves their tortillas. The fresh tortillas. So we went and did that. He finally felt like doing that. So we went out last night. And we were driving home. We had the windows open. You know, at 7:30, it was still nice and warm, and we had the windows open, and we go by this one little place that has water close by it. And, you know, there's always water standing somewhere, or there's a little creek or something. And I could hear the frogs just a-going. Okay. Last, we're going to do the heart in shimmer rose gold, just because I need a little shimmer. Thank you, Monica. I need a little shimmer. And I felt like that was my compromise to the pink that's in the ribbon. Do you see how the edges are kind of like pinkish, and then it's got a little bit of, I don't know if it's showing up the colors that this is on there or not for you guys, but gosh, I love that. That's so pretty. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to use that again. I wasn't going to, but I'm looking at it and I'm like, it's so pretty. Now I'm going to let that sit on there a minute while I do the bee in this color again, because we're going to do a hot mess on the rainbow part. I'm going to do this section. Do you see how it's clumping? What of these days, I'll get to plan ahead enough that I'll actually get to check it before I come on and see if it needs water, if my chalk base is okay. And the only reason that's an issue, guys, is if it's too thick, then it doesn't want to go through the silk screen as much. So let's see how it did. Yeah, see, there's a couple places where it just did not. What I'm going to have to do is go back and touch it up after the fact. Because once it gets too thick, it just won't go through there. But it's fixable. It's fixable. There we go. So far, can you see the shimmer? Like I said, I can fix that very easily. Okay, so I'm going to dry this. Then we're going to do the hot mess technique on that little rainbow word. And then we'll do the other idea that I just had. So originally I was thinking, oh, I'll use part of that ribbon or I'll use it somehow to hang it instead of the twine. But I have two ideas now. If I really had planned ahead, I would have done even more, but that's okay. All right, so now let's try to get our word. Rainbow. See if we can get that nice. We're just going to do a hot mess technique, and I am going to put a little bit of shimmer in here, I think. I'm just going to use this to kind of that's probably a little more than a little, but that's okay. And we're going to use a little bit of the papaya. I like to go ahead and, when I know it needs it, I just go ahead and spray it before I put the lid on it so that when I go to take it off the next time, I can tell that it needs to be stirred. So I'm already ahead of the game at that point. But we are also going to use a little bit of both of these colors, and then we'll just do the hot mess on it. I think this one might need some too. I'm afraid to touch the end of that. I almost touched the end of my hot glue gun. That would not feel nice. All right. Guys, don't forget to hit that heart button. Let me know what you think of our project. It's a little tricky just because these words are so close together. But hopefully it'll give us a little bit of a combination. It doesn't have to be perfect. That's okay. That's the fun part. All right, now I'm just going to take one of my little small squeegees and try to see if I can get in here. Ooh, I hope I didn't just get it on my cloud. It looked like I did. Should have done it this direction. That's all right. All right, I don't want to manipulate it too much more. I don't want to blend it. So that's all I did. It's a little tough in here because it's so much of a small area. I did get a little purple on my cloud, but it's okay, guys. I am going to go back over that. So here we go so far. You see a little tiny bit of a hot mess. It's a little bit harder. Again, I could tell my papaya was a little thicker too. I'm going to go back and touch all those things up at the end afterwards, after I get off camera. I've shown you guys how to do it before, so you know. But I am going to go ahead and dry this so that we can use the glue gun. What I was thinking, so this is what I'm thinking while I'm drying it. I am going to use this as the way to hang it. I'm just going to kind of fold it and make a little hanger. And I'll just save that little piece of twine for another time. And then what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to glue some of this. I was going to let it hang down. If I had thought ahead, I would have tried to find these different colors and done it like that. That would have been fun. I wish I had a cloud transfer. I was trying to think if I had any that had clouds on it, but I don't think I do. Because it would be fun to do some clouds on the bottom. I could hot glue some cotton balls on there. What do you think? Should I put ribbon down there or cotton balls, you guys? Or, you know what I could even do is I have the fake, like the It's not over here right now, but it was. I had it at wintertime, you know, like the fake snow. I could just kind of make it in the shape of clouds with that. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. That's going to look so cool. I'll just kind of make some clouds with my glue and then just sprinkle that on it like you would glitter. Yeah, that's going to be fun. That'll be fun. Do you guys want me to stay on here and show you and do it, or do you want me to do it and then just show you a picture of the finished product? Let me know what you think in comments. I will fix these little things before I fake snow. That would be fun. Do you want me to stay on here and do it, or do you want me to just do it and then come back and show you? All right, I'm going to, I think what I'm going to do with this is, because I actually am going to, this is wired ribbon, just so you know, guys. And it was $4.99, but I'm sure I got it like in the spring shop. I am going to like just fold it over, and I am going to put it on the front instead of the back, just because I have those little holes and I don't want to. And I'm cutting it, I'm purposely not cutting it as a, I don't want to dovetail it. But I did anyway. When I don't want to, you're good either way. When I don't want to, I do it right. When I do want to, I do it wrong. It's always the way it works. I'm trying to make it pointy. I am going to use that so I don't burn myself. I'm pretty sure I have another project that I was going to do with this anyway that I am just going to do for myself, where I can hang things from it, like making it look like a macrame. So I did actually a project for my, I have a great nephew, and I did a project where I did something similar with that, where I'm just trying to get that extra glue off, you guys. Yeah. So I think the clouds would be fun. So here we go so far. And you don't have to do it that way. I just did it so that I could hide it. If I have some pom-poms or something like that, I can always put it right here too. I do have pom-poms. I'll just have to look and see if I have a good color.